Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan break up. The fairy tale is over and fans are shattered. The dream is over. The house is quiet. The love that once brought light into millions of hearts has now come to a heartbreaking end. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan, the couple who had become a symbol of love, loyalty, and a rare kind of emotional honesty in the entertainment industry, have officially broken up. No more speculations. No more waiting. No more maybes. It is done. The announcement came in the form of a single sentence released by their teams after much consideration and emotional reflection. Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan have decided to part ways. Just like that. A love that shook the world has been reduced to a line of text. Fans are in tears. Many are still in denial. Some are replaying their favorite moments online like old movies they cannot let go of. The bicycle rides. The early morning kitchen kisses. The soft looks on red carpets. The house they built for their daughter. Every memory now feels like a ghost lingering in a home that no longer holds the same warmth. What really happened? How did two men who seemed so deeply connected end up walking away from each other? According to insiders, the cracks had been forming for months. What the public saw was only the highlight reel. But behind the scenes, exhaustion was setting in. Silent arguments. Sleepless nights. Unspoken disappointments. And most of all, the pressure of keeping up a perfect image for the world to see. One close friend shared, they loved each other deeply. But they were becoming strangers in the same room. The love was still there, but they had lost their rhythm. They tried to dance through it. But in the end, they were stepping on each other's hearts. It all reportedly came to a head during what was meant to be a peaceful weekend getaway. The two had taken a trip to their favorite lakeside cabin, hoping to reconnect. But something went wrong. A staff member at the retreat shared this emotional detail. They arrived separately. They stayed in separate rooms. On the second night, there was shouting. It was the only time I have ever heard Xiao Zhan raise his voice. He cried. Then Yibo left. Alone. After that, things changed fast. Wang Yibo moved out of the family home permanently. The last photo of them together, taken at their daughter's birthday party, shows forced smiles and distant eyes. That was weeks ago. And neither of them has been seen in public together since. Their daughter, who has become a beloved part of their journey, will now be co-parented. Xiao Zhan will have primary custody, while Yibo will remain deeply involved. They have both expressed their commitment to her emotional well-being. But fans are not ready to accept this. Social media is in complete chaos. The breakup has become the top trending topic in over 15 countries. Fans are posting heartbreak letters. Edits of their most beautiful moments are flooding every platform. One user wrote, "They were the last love story I believed in. If they are done, what hope is left for the rest of us?" Another user shared, "I watched them fall in love. I watched them raise a child. Now I am watching them disappear from each other's lives. And I do not know how to breathe." The entertainment world is stunned. Their breakup is more than just the end of a relationship. It is the collapse of a dream people had clung to. It is the fall of a story that made millions believe in something real. And now it is gone. Insiders reveal that the final decision to break up came from Xiao Zhan. He was the one who ended it, one friend confirmed. Not because he stopped loving Yibo, but because he realized they were holding on to something that was slowly destroying them. He said he wanted Yibo to be free, and he needed to find himself again. Yibo, according to multiple reports, was devastated. He reportedly begged for one more chance, one more month, one more shot at fixing what was broken. But Xiao Zhan had made up his mind. The last time they saw each other, they hugged for a long time at the doorway of the home they once shared. No words. Just a long, silent goodbye. A few days later, Xiao Zhan was seen walking through their old park alone. He sat on the same bench where they had once laughed and planned their future. This time, he just stared ahead, silent. The wind blew gently through the trees. But there was no music in the air. Only loss. Yibo, on the other hand, has retreated into silence. No public statements. No appearances. Just quiet. Friends say he has been writing music again, pouring his heartbreak into melodies no one has heard yet. One person close to him shared, "He is broken. This love was everything to him. There is no scandal here. No betrayal. Just the quiet, painful death of a once beautiful love. And that is perhaps what hurts the most." They were not torn apart by hatred. They were pulled apart by reality. And even now, fans are still hoping for a miracle. Some believe this is temporary. That love like theirs cannot end this way. Others are holding on to Xiao Zhan's last cryptic social media post, a poem about time, silence, and return. Is it a goodbye or a promise? No one knows. What we do know is this: the world is colder without their story. Two hearts that once beat as one are now walking separate paths. Two hands that once held a child together are now apart. Two souls that lit up the sky have gone dim. The fairy tale is over. And yet, somewhere deep inside, where memories sleep and hope whispers, fans are still asking one question. Is this really the end, or just the pause before a new beginning? Wang Yibo breaks his silence. "I begged him to stay." Xiao Zhan already moving on? Just when the world was still recovering from the devastating news that Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan had broken up, a fresh storm has erupted, and it is far more explosive than anyone could have imagined. For weeks, both parties remained silent. Their fans wept. The industry whispered. The streets were filled with speculation. But now, Wang Yibo has shattered the silence with a heart-wrenching message that has sent shockwaves through the entertainment world. In a private interview with a trusted friend that was later leaked online, Yibo allegedly confessed, "I begged him to stay. I cried for the first time in years." But he had already made his decision. Those words have torn through social media like a wildfire. Fans who had long admired the calm and composed Yibo were stunned. This was not a man who broke easily. This was the man who always stood by Xiao Zhan through public hate, media pressure, and even the controversial adoption of their daughter. To hear that he wept, not once, but repeatedly, has painted an entirely new picture. But the drama does not stop there. Multiple eyewitnesses have come forward claiming they have seen Xiao Zhan spending time with a mysterious man over the past few days. According to one, he has been at the same little cafe 3 nights in a row. Always with the same man. They laugh. They sit close. It doesn't look like just friendship. Another source, reportedly someone close to Xiao Zhan's management, revealed, Zhan is trying to move on. He is exploring something new. It doesn't mean he never loved Yibo. But he's done waiting for things to feel right again. The internet is exploding. Some fans feel betrayed. Others are defending Xiao Zhan fiercely. The divide is sharp. On one side, people are demanding answers, accusing Xiao Zhan of moving on too fast and not fighting hard enough for their relationship. On the other, fans are saying he has the right to heal and move on in his own way. One particularly viral post read, "Yibo begged him to stay." That says everything. Xiao Zhan already has someone else? This is not the Xiao Zhan we thought we knew. But the story gets even more tangled. Yibo's latest unreleased song, which mysteriously leaked hours after the interview, is being called a musical letter to Xiao Zhan. The lyrics are raw and heartbreaking. He sings about an empty home, about footsteps that never returned, about promises whispered in the dark that were never kept. One line has captured the internet completely. "You packed your silence in a suitcase, left our daughters drawing on the fridge, and never looked back." That line alone has sparked more than 20 million reposts. Fans are dissecting every word, every pause, every breath. And one question keeps coming up: is Xiao Zhan the villain in this love story? Of course, Xiao Zhan's side is yet to be fully heard. But some fans are digging into old interviews, looking for clues. In one interview just 2 months before the breakup, Xiao Zhan said quietly, "Sometimes love isn't enough. Sometimes peace matters more." Was that his quiet cry for help? Now there are even rumors that their breakup may not have been just emotional. One unverified source suggests that Xiao Zhan had already started emotionally detaching long before the lakeside trip that ended it all. Some even claim he consulted a therapist alone for months without Yibo's knowledge. Worse still, a journalist claims to have seen Xiao Zhan meeting with a well-known producer about a solo documentary. Title: The Road Back to Myself. Was Xiao Zhan planning his exit long before fans realized? Was the man who once looked at Yibo like he hung the moon already dreaming of freedom while the world believed in forever? None of this has been confirmed. But the timing, the sightings, the songs, the silence, it all seems to be pointing to one truth. This breakup was not mutual. This was heartbreak. Raw. Unfair. One-sided. And now, with Wang Yibo slowly unraveling his pain through interviews and music, the world is beginning to shift its gaze. Once celebrated as the perfect couple, Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan now stand on opposite sides of a media war they never asked for. Fans have taken sides. Friendships between fanbases have turned bitter. And in the middle of it all is a little girl who just wants her daddies to smile again. A teacher recently revealed that during nap time at school, their daughter clutched a family photo tightly to her chest. When asked why, she said softly, "I just want them to come home together." That innocence, that fragile hope, is what breaks the heart the most. But this story is far from over. Wang Yibo has not officially closed the chapter. Insiders say he still keeps his phone on at night, still pauses at every message, still reads Xiao Zhan's old texts. And Xiao Zhan? While rumors fly around about his new companion, no one really knows what he feels in the quiet of the night. Is he happy? Is he free? Or is he also broken, just hiding it better? The world may never know the full truth. But what we do know is this: the breakup of Wang Yibo and Xiao Zhan has become more than just a headline. It has become a mirror for millions, a story of love, loss, and the unbearable ache of moving on. And whether they reunite someday or not, their love story, now scarred, controversial, and unforgettable, will live forever in the hearts of those who believed.